Act 1956, for example. We have no law as a law of tort here, but we can take out from some contract law or civil law or some other law. We in law of tort we discuss about rules. You yesterday you asked me about YouTube, okay? You asked me about the duty. Negligence, what we need to remember, the essential element of negligence, the first should be duty of care, then breach of duty, and direct demand. I don't know you or another person asked me that if I stay here and one of my classmates is foul and dying and I don't help him or just look at him, I breach the duty of care or no? No, because in law of tort we're speaking about a reasonable man. Reasonable man has no any special skill. He's not a doctor of medicine. That's a special skill. Even if you want to help, you cannot. If I ask you the honest question, if some person is falling here, you can help him? Why? Because you have not that knowledge. You are a reasonable man. You are not skillful man. But if we have some doctor here, doctor of medicine, and don't help him, then you can say that he breaches duty. He has duty of care because he's a doctor. But you have no any duty of care because you are a reasonable man. You don't know about anything to how you help a person in this situation. Then you should have a duty of care. Like you are a very good swimmer, professional, and some persons fall in not even river, in the pool, and you're just watching to him, he'll die. You breach your duty or no? Because you have a special skill. But you can swim? No. And if you look at him to die, nobody can swim because you said, I have no skill. I'm a reasonable man. You know, maybe they're beating you to die, but I mean in legal language, you said, we cannot tell them I didn't tell you because I am a reasonable man. So, in legal language, in court, you can defend yourself. You can say, I am a reasonable man. I have no any skill. I cannot swim even while maybe I kill myself. So, you have no duty of care. There is no breach of duty.
So if a normal person knows CPR, normal person is not a doctor, and there are two patients, one is a beautiful girl and one is a man. He helps the beautiful girl but not the man.
No, it's a question. It's very complicated. The court, they will use some special doctor to find, investigate that he had that opportunity to treat both of them or no. If he had enough time to treat both of them, but intentionally left one of them, definitely he breached his duty. But in that time that the investigation showed that he has only, for example, 2 minutes, and he had to choose one of them, you cannot say why you choose the female and left the male. Because there is no privilege between male and female. He should choose one of them. It's up to you.
So even if he's not a doctor, but he knows the process, so
we're not speaking about certificate. If you have that skill, you have duty. If you have no that skill, you have no duty. That's a question. If you are a good swimmer, it doesn't mean that you have a certificate or no. Because even if you have no certificate, and I can prove in another way that you are a good swimmer, you know to swimming and you didn't help, means you breach your duty. Then it doesn't mean if some person is falling in the road and you have a car and you have opportunity to send him to hospital, when you have a car and you can drive and you leave him, means you breach your duty. But if you have no license, it's very easy to say, sorry, I have no skill of driving, I have no license. By driving without license is an offense. It's very easy to find. But for that example, special example, you need for investigation to find that he has that opportunity or not. So, we can review some cases. Like which one? No. You can tell one thing, why you left all the chapter and just focus about the law of tourism these 2 days. Just start from middle of way. Because it's not first chapter and not last chapter. Okay, let us start today for reviewing some cases. Go to case of Carlin versus Carbolic Small Bulk Company in 1892. On page number 12. I want to ask the story of cake.
This one.
This is your book. Then when you come here. Carlin against Carbolic Company. And what was the advertisement in this case? Someone who? Why did they said we have very strong and powerful product. If you use that, you will never get influenza. If you get, you can claim for 100 cases belong to which year? 1892. So what's happened after that? They gave the advertisement in the newspaper.
Miss Khalil bought it and then she caught influenza.
One is use the product and got influenza,
And he claimed for the money.
so what's happened after that?
Then depending on the offer,
No. One used the product, got influenza and claimed for £100. What the company said?
well, the company is already banking the money, so they can just claim it directly lah from it.
What's happened after the Miss Carmel claimed for that £100? Look to this story. It was some advertisement newspaper. They said we have very good product. If you use that product, you will never get influenza. If you get, we pay you £100. Biscali used that product before 14 days, got influenza, and claimed £400. And what's happened later? No, the question is company paid to her or not? Yes. Then why she claimed later? He was speaking some positive story. Then why the stories came in court? What's happened after she claimed? She get the court. She claimed for £100, they paid to her. Then why are we speaking about this case in court? Of course they didn't pay to her. And she used for that, she got influenza, she claimed for £100, they didn't pay to her. That's why she claimed the court and we have a case right now. So, what they say, the company, why they didn't pay? Maybe? They didn't believe that she kept. No. Why they didn't pay to her £100? They said that advertisement not offered to you. Okay? And what the court is said is blue one. What was the judgment of court?
The advertisement is an offer to everybody. If someone buys the product, means
You cannot say everybody.
Advertisement.
No, look at me.
I think no, the advertisement was for everyone who bought and resale.
No.
No?
the advertisement was an offer to any person.
No.
Who accepted the offer?
Advertisement was for anybody in that country because the advertisement was in national newspaper. It means if we have an advertisement in the Star newspaper, it's only belong to Malaysian people, not Singapore or, for example, Indonesia. Because we're speaking about national newspaper.
Yes, sir.
So it's offered to group, big group, but you cannot say unlimited group.
So, but it stated that it was an offer to the world. What do they mean by that? Offer to the
If we
world
have
at large.
international newspaper, you can say very big group.
But why
If
did
we
they
have a
say?
national newspaper, definitely we have smaller group. So, for example, we have an invitation in Desta newspaper. You will buy the newspaper because we are in Malaysia. You claim, it's very easy to say it was offered to big group in Malaysia because the advertisement in national newspaper. So, the company should to pay to this Carly. This case speak about offer can be to special person or can be to big group of people. If you put a newspaper in advertisement newspaper without mentioning special name, like what? For example, I put the advertisement in newspaper. I said if Abdullah, if Abdullah purchased this one and not getting influenza, I'll pay to him. I mentioned the special name. You cannot take it if I mention the name. If we don't mention name, it's up to all the group in that country.
According to this question, it's not stated whether it's a national newspaper or international newspaper. It just said a newspaper advertisement.
I know, but the case belongs to UK.
Next newspaper, in its newspaper.
They do have international newspaper in UK as well, right?
No, the case belongs to England.
They should mention that.
Yeah, it's not stated there.
Or maybe not still in the book, but because we discussed a lot about this very famous cases. One of the Sweden even downloaded the advertisement in newspaper. It's available in net. That's exactly that photo of that advertisement. I forgot the name of newspaper, but the cases belong to UK, England. And because in that time, we had no any online newspaper, definitely you cannot say it belongs to everybody. We speak about newspaper that's only published in England.
So if you have this kind of question in the exam, how are we supposed to know it's a national newspaper or international newspaper?
If I give this kind of question, for example, I said the Star newspaper. Everybody knows this newspaper only published in Malaysia. I mean, if I give this kind of question, I will clearly mention that it's a national or international. Nowadays, it's very difficult to finding this kind of question because all the newspapers, they have two parts. You can purchase online and you can purchase as a paper newspaper or paper magazine. It's very easy for a person that they have tablet to purchase subscription of, for example, Time magazine. But no, we cannot say it's only belong to US. It's an international magazine. If you look to some invitation advertisement in that magazine, it's a global and international one because it's very easy to purchase these magazine in any part of the world. But the case belonged to around 130 years ago. And that advertisement is published in some national newspaper in England. We go to next page.
So, sir, why didn't the company pay the lady? The lady's from England as well, right?
Yeah, no, you know what the company said? They said we made a product very powerful. It's impossible to get influenza to use it. If you want to be sure, we made a deposit in the bank, and if you use and we got influenza, we paid £100 to you. Then they want to show that we are secure 100%. Miss Carlyle is used that and got influenza. And they said, based on your advertisement, you should pay to me. The company said, no, we gave advertisement not to you. You know what I mean? But the court said, when you put the advertisement in the newspaper, it's offered to big group of people. Because you didn't mention the name. If you mention the name, then we have offered to one specific person. If you don't mention name, it's offered to big group. And that was the reason that the companies changed that product, because this case showed that the product was not very secure. Let's go to one of the important cases as well in acceptance. In page 15, Adam against Vincel, 1818.
So who won the case then? It's Khalid versus Small. Who won the case? Who won the case?
Miss Carly.
Mr. Khalid.
Miss.
Or Miss Khalid.
Yeah. The company, based on judgment of court, paid to Miss Carly £100. Because the court said, when you leave £1,000 as a deposit, it means that you are serious to making a legal contract. When you say, I will pay and will be sure I will leave £1,000 in bank account, means you are serious to make a contract. You give the offer and she accepted your offer. Even if the £1,000 is not in court, even if you don't deposit, give the offer, some person accepted the offer, you have to pay. The court maybe they give the judgment and you have to pay. Over. They say there is no case. It's very easy to find based on your invitation. You pay some money for newspaper to publish your advertisement. Then what's the reason for that? If you have no genuine invitation. You know, like what? Like you say that you have a 10 computers with the price of 100 ringgit, and you have a time to tomorrow. If I come, you can measure, I don't say to you. Give the offer. Without mentioning a specific name. have items and I say I don't like imported or there is some item I sold already. No, like I said, there's about 1 item that is sold out and it's different from case to case. Okay, look to case of alarm. Yes, please. Be ready for giving the story of case. Adam, I think belong to which essential element? Always belong to which essential element?
Offer and acceptance.
Section 4 sub 1 and
No, I
2.
didn't ask what section. We have 4 essential elements, isn't it?
Offer and acceptance.
The case discuss about post-rule acceptance. And if you have this kind of question, you should refer to some related case in post-rule acceptance. Oh, the story of case. What's the key point in postal rule?
The date of the date letter was posted
The day that you post a letter, not
to accept the
we have 2 days. The day that you send the letter, the day that I receive the letter. Which one is effective? Then if you send and I send, no, you're lying, you didn't send. What's your proof? If you send with normal post. It's not post laju. Then the post receive can be your proof in court that you said it was offered and I send my acceptance and this is my proof. It's very easy to take the case if you sue that person in the court. What was the name of case?
Adam
Adam?
versus Lindsay. Adam versus Lindsay.
Adam against Lindsay. Who's blending in the case? Who's blending? Then who is defendant? You agree with that? Who is defendant in the case?
Adam
Who is plaintiff in the case? Who is plaintiff in the case? Who is defendant in the case? Who is plaintiff in the case? Who is defendant in the case?
Defendant is Lindsay, right?
Who is plaintiff in the case?
I think Adam.
Look, when you read the case of Adams against or versus Lindsay, the first person that affected the party want to sue, want to complain, is plaintiff. And second party that should defend from himself is defendant. Then always when you're reading the case, the first name is you agree? The first name is plaintiff and second person that's supposed to defend from himself is defendant. the question is coming regarding to this kind of postal rule, should refer to case of Adam.
Against Lindsay.
Then next week we'll go to next chapter. I just choose the important one. When we discuss about the cases, you remember it's better. For example, this case of the Carney versus Carbonell, I think when we discuss 10-15 minutes, you some student asking some question, remember better for.
Where can I get you tomorrow? I'd like to take care of this.
Sir, for this one postal rule, right? Let's say I send the letter and then I change my mind. Can I chase the postman?
Maybe you can try ask
Find that
the people.
second part of the contract. Before
The
that,
reason
you
why I
receive
wanted
acceptance. Sometimes it's possible, like what? I give you offer, and then what you give me acceptance. Then you have a contract. Sometimes you send a letter, but before the letter reaching to you, you take the letter back, like you take it from postman. Then we can say cancellation of acceptance. Acceptance is not communicated. How the acceptance will communicated? When you send the acceptance and reach to me. Like for example, you send email to me, I will open and read the email. Then you can say the acceptance is complete. But if you send a letter to me and you take the letter back before to reach to me, then yes, you can cancel the acceptance. But it's very difficult.
Sir, what if I cancel the letter already? I need to make accept the offer again.
You are offeror or offeree?
Huh?
In your example, you are offeror or offeree? I don't know your example.
I am the acceptor. So I send.
So I will give you offer to selling this, telling it to you.
Yes.
And what you say?
I accept. Suddenly I reject.
What's kind of acceptance? You tell me verbally, or you email, or you send a letter, which one? Because sometimes it's impossible. If I tell you I want to send this to you 5 ring and you say, okay, I will buy, then acceptance is complete. Only in few times, in few ways you can cancel acceptance. When you send a letter and you give back the letter before it reach to me. Or you send email to me, but before I reading to email, you come tell me or call up anyway. Before I opening the email, you tell me that you cancel your application, your acceptance. Then what's your example now?
After I cancel, I accept the offer again by email. The previous offer is
It means that I'm giving you offer, you cancel it, so there is no more offer.
no more offer.
No. If you want to accept that one, then you should to give me offer, and it's up to me. Accept or no. As long as I give you offer, you cancel it, there is no more offer exists. If you want that item, you should to give new offer.
So if you give me an offer, I accept it, I reply with an email, I accept it, and then I change my mind. Send another email that I don't want to accept the offer anymore.
Up if in this duration, before you sending the second one, I open the first one, then that's how we have contract.
Wow.
It's very difficult to cancel in new method. It's very difficult. Even if I read both email together, then I say I didn't get your second email. How we can approve? It's very difficult. In the classic method, it was easier. You're sending some mail to me later. You have time 1 or 2 days to take it back because it takes time. You go to post office, sending to that address.
Sir, not post office, PJ.
It's that in all time you had 1 or 2 days time. Now it's very difficult. You send an email to me in same time I will get it by smartphone. I read it. Acceptance is complete. If you remember the question 3 of midterm, he left a voice message, and the secretary didn't listen to that message. It means that he still had the time to cancel acceptance. But if secretary was listened to that message, then acceptance was complete. You know what is the difference there? If I give you voice message, or I give you letter, or I give you email, if you read that, then acceptance is complete. You have very, very short time to cancel your acceptance. It depends to that person to remember. Or that letter is reached to him or not.
We should consider all the people in time they will accept it. Yesterday I was thinking about she might say no. He made the contract.
If she claim yes, it's impossible for you.
So assume the question for your finals that will be based on olden days, not the current generation with email,
Yes.
right?
So
So you based on the letter, the olden days letter, you won't have like this complication situation where email you open instantly on, you don't have, right? For your
I'm not sure what you look in this kind of question.
no, like what you said is not, it's a bit complicated. I mean, with the current.
Look, if I give the question like the question 3 of midterm, it's very clearly they say the secretary didn't listen to voice message. Then it's very, if you know the rules, it's very clearly that she didn't listen, you have time to cancel. If I left this part is blank, yes, you can say it's complicated. Then I left the message, she listened or no, or she can claim later that I listened or what. But I make it very clear for you. Because, we are not discussing the case with some professional liar. I just give the midterm question.
But regardless if you listen to it or she doesn't listen to it, the company that you left the message to, they've already accepted it.
We have very short time even for acceptance, for cancellation of acceptance.
I'm actually referring to, say, he wanted to accept the offer, and then he left a voicemail and they didn't listen to it.
That's why I said we have short time to even cancellation of acceptance. We said the acceptance is communicated or not. It's only point for you. Because if even they have changed mind, you can say I send acceptance, we have contract. You know what I mean? You didn't listen, go and listen to message. It's just opportunity for you, not for them. Then if you want to cancel your acceptance, you can do it. They cannot do. It's just opportunity for you, as I accepted. Clear? Next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. This pen is going to